Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rudy. You're watching a YouTube channel called Alpha Investments where we discuss the world of cardboard. And every once in a while, we like to relax and actually crack some boxes and actually kind of get a little hands-on here because I don't really get to enjoy that very often. So today, we've got these two Pokemon boxes. This one has a little wrinkly imperfection from the factory. So, of course, you know, people are going to get angry and tell me I'm an evil devil if I try to sell that. And this one over here has this tiny little imperfection in the top piece. See that? See that the top has like a little wave there? Doesn't affect the packs, but again, people say, "Ah, Rudy, I knew it. I knew it." So sit back, relax, as we crack two, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. P, SVO2. So my patron Miguel, all the way in Aura, Colorado, says, "Rudy, let's do it, man." I said, "Okay." So we're gonna jump into this, and I don't think I've ever actually opened this set before. So obviously this set is one of my largest positions. SVO2 is a set that I speculated very, very heavily on, and I bought as much as possible on from, well, I guess the very beginning, the original wave, and then the reprint wave. So it is a product that I believe very, very bullishly in over, and obviously when this started, not many people really agreed with me. So sit back, relax everyone, as Rudy gets to enjoy going through the world of SVO2, everybody. So we're starting off here, ladies and gentlemen, with our Dr. DEX over here, and we're going to be just leaving our kind of code cards and stuff in the back. I think the most interesting thing about modern Pokemon to me is it's not really like, oh look, holo card, congratulations. With the pull rates that are today's versions of pull rates, and with the amount of cards you can pull from these things, it's very interesting. Beautiful Gyarados. Terribly off-centered, though. My goodness, look at that. It's very interesting how there's so many chase hits. I don't know. Or illustration versus regular rares versus different arts and EX. It's very fascinating how modern Pokemon is. Like, some of these subtle cards, to me, I think are beautiful. But the market is really shifted very hard, boss's orders, on what the market really prefers. And that's caused a really dramatic shift in behavior with the actual collectors and evil investors and stuff like that. The old Skeletor or Gurg EX. So again, nothing exotic right now. But it's very interesting how quickly you pull hits. But it's also, they made the pool of hits so large. The market it took time. Another Gyarados this time. Like, see, to me, that is classy looking. Like, absolutely beautiful Gyarados artwork. Very tastefully done. Not overly, just very well done card. Like, to me, like, that's a really cool pull. So, obviously, it's not, you know, Magikarp over here. But, I mean, it's very interesting what the market deems as either a powerful card or a desirable card. It's a really interesting era that we're in right now. Okay? And whenever the Pokemon company changes this type of style or desire or chase cards, there's all like, see, to me, even a lot of these trainer cards I think are really cool, man. And then of course some of these normal like holos and reverse holos and different things, they're, you know, most of these cards, I know, most Pokemon cards are still worthless. So when you get the people who are always angry online talking about that, you know, oh, billions of Pokemon cards printed and nothing's rare and special, and and there's truth to that, everybody. There's truth to that. Because we still live in a time, just like Magic and every other card game, most cards in packs have no value. Look at, oh my goodness, look at this card. Squawkabilly. Ah, yes, I got you, and the Squawkabilly. Yeah. So far, Miguel, we don't have anything really crazy. But man, so essentially it feels like every 2 or 3 packs you're getting all kinds of stuff. You really don't even, oh, beautiful reversal energy there. Boss's oldest. I don't even know if people still sell code cards out of this stuff anymore. I don't know if that's still a thing like it was back in the day. I'm not sure if the Pokemon bulk card business is even a thing anymore. There's so many, I don't follow a lot of the details on the economy and the secondary market of Pokemon singles and things like that. And the Dizzy Pikachu. And let me move these out right here. Let's move these out of the box. I don't follow a lot of the details like that because I always feel for someone like me, again, I've always enjoyed Pokemon, but I don't have a big passion for it. I've told everybody that from day one. It's just part of the business that I've been in for the last 20 years. That's, that's all there is to it. And as we go through different eras, beautiful Gyarados again, Spirit Bomb. As we go through different eras, the markets behave in a very, how do I say it? Markets behave in very childish ways in the short term. Beautiful Flamingo. Oh, wow, look at that. That's a gorgeous looking Flamingo there. That's a gorgeous card. So it's interesting to me that how you can hit multiple holos and different variants like that in a single pack. And like I said, when Scarlet Violet came out, I mean, oh my god, people were so angry. The silver borders, the different pull rates. Beautiful energy card there. And the old Jump Bluff. And it took time. It took time for people to accept that Pokemon was not dead and that things would evolve, things would work out, and things would move on. We got the old worm there. But even when SPO2 released, it did okay. Don't get me wrong. This set didn't do bad, even at release. But you could tell it was still, Sword and Shield or everything else is worthless. Collecting Pokemon died after Silver Tempest. When we went to this new block, that was it. That was it, folks. There's nothing else left past that, I'm telling you. And we got the, is this the duck? The Quackable EX. It is interesting, though, like when you compare like older Pokemon sets, how many actual chase cards there were, or how many fancy full art. Ooh, beautiful looking card. Wow, the Wo-Chian? Okay, see, I don't know if any of these are really worth anything though, because I know like the pool of amount of different full art crazy cards of modern Pokemon is huge. So most of these are actually just couple dollar cards. There's, until you hit like the top tier, maybe like the top 5 or 10 cards, it's very difficult to even know, if a box opening is really good or not. Beautiful card. Holy smokes. The Tinkertons? The Pinkertons? Beautiful card EX there. My goodness, that's gorgeous looking. Okay. That is an absolute stunning hit right there, everybody. So, but moving forward, now that we kind of, we're almost halfway through the video already, I'm going to kind of relax and stop talking about the actual set. I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about just kind of what's going on. We had another small reprint or restock supposedly occur. Now, I'm not really sure it's a real thing. Did they just release like literally a very tiny amount? Did it come from the Pokemon Center? Did they actually reprint it? Did they just move some distribution around? Because the amount of this supposed restock happening that everybody's acting like a bunch of morons about is so abysmal. I don't think I've ever seen a restock situation in a bull market this bad. Like it's almost like a troll restock, Like golly, I feel like we're not doing good at all. Miguel, I feel like we're not getting anything good at all. Like holy smokes, like can we have some really good pulls? Are we just getting really bad pulls? Like my goodness gracious, everybody. And we are just not getting the goodies, man. But I don't really understand what's fully going on right now with this whole reprint conversation and internet outrage and all the Poketubers. And I'm just, old man Rudy over here, I just don't fully get it. I don't fully understand here. Beautiful looking thing. Wow, look at that. So we got the old Wo-Chian again? It's just a different version? EX. I don't even think this thing's, like back in the day, like even any pools like this would be like $5, $10, $20. Now I don't even think, I think a lot of these type of hits in the EXs, I think they may be like a couple dollars, man. Only if that. Like I don't think a lot of these hits at all have any desirability. Like the market is, whoa, okay, that's a nice one. So like for example here, we got a gorgeous Boss's Orders. Like to me, I think that's awesome. Like that is a really cool looking trainer. But that's just me. But Pokemon has done something that pretty much all other card games wish they've been able to achieve. Whoa! Oh! Look at this in the same pack? Wow. Okay. Like that's pretty wild. My goodness. Okay. Holy smokes. Whew. Okay. Well, that's I didn't even know in one pack you could hit two like that. Like a full art trainer, like an illustration or something special. I didn't even know that was possible. Holy moly. Okay, that's a wild thing, everybody. Anyways. But, so just on an overall scale right now, just the news cycle, everybody is just so obsessed and focused on the whole reprint conversation. And I'm not really sure how long the focal point of modern Pokemon is going to be around the reprint conversation. Okay, a lot of people believe that this whole song and dance comes to an end when the market turns and the reprints kick in and the whole thing collapses. That's always kind of how the end of these bull market type of scenarios can unfold. Now, historically, that's it happens that way sometimes, but historically, it's usually due to just an overall market shift. Okay, usually bull markets come to an end when people least expect it, and of course, when they kind of refuse to believe that the bull market is even coming to an end. Like usually, markets and things like that fall apart when people they don't expect it, right? They least expect. God, it's so cool looking, isn't it? I always love seeing bricks of packs like that. I don't know why. I always think it just gives it a really cool look. So, but right now, when everybody's expecting, everybody is just angry. I'm quitting Pokemon until XYZ happens. I'm not spending anymore. The hobby's dead. It's too expensive. Rich people, bad people, evil capitalists and scalpers are controlling my local stores, Rudy. And, there's truth to a lot of that. Whoa. Okay. Jeez Louise. Like, it's just, like, I can't believe a single Pokemon pack can have reverse hollows. Like, look you can pull in one pack. My goodness. Like, that's crazy that you can even do that in a single Pokemon pack. So, look, I don't know how Pokemon pulled it off, okay? I don't know how we got to where we are today. If it was deliberate, if it was intentional. There's a lot of things that the world and the market's never going to fully understand about Pokemon, about how we got here, how did the company, let's be honest, everybody, how did the Pokemon company figure out how to perfectly make a product, beautiful jet energy there, and reversal energy, my goodness. Like, it's just, God, how did they figure out a way to literally have endless design space and be able to endlessly make Pokemon sets and not have to worry about, like, destroying their own reprints, destroying their own equity? Like, why does Pokemon not have $500 collector boxes like Star Wars Unlimited and Magic the Gathering? Pokemon is the only company in the CCG market history to not do any of that. And they haven't messed with it. They haven't gotten greedy. They've literally cracked the code of, like, endless free money glitch in Pokemon. Like, they have created something that is almost too good to be true, and that is so well respected and loved, it almost doesn't seem real. That's what Pokemon has done. And it is truly an absolute fucking incredible situation. Oh my God, beautiful basic energy. Those things are tough to pull. That is so cool looking. I always think that's so neat. Just sometimes simple things like that, And they did it. Just call it what we want, folks. There's no other way to really, there's no real way to, I don't know, pretend like they didn't almost, like, crack the Da Vinci Code of cards. Every Pokemon set, people judge the set. They don't care about the power level of tournaments and tier 1 net decks of Pokemon. People judge Pokemon sets by what new Pokemon's in the set, what kind of series, what kind of evolution, what's the art style, what's going on. Like, Pokemon has created a world where they can endlessly create beautiful custom cards until the end of time. And they can endlessly make packs of cards, new sets, and it's one of the most insane, surreal things I've probably ever seen created by mankind in the cardboard world. There's nothing in the sports world that could duplicate this. There's nothing, Magic has blundered so many times, and yet Pokemon, it is crazy, folks. It is absolutely crazy. Pokemon never swayed to collector boxes. jacking the prices up to $500 a piece. I mean, they literally make this delivery drone. They literally Wigglytuff. They continue. They don't even reprint their own cards over and over. Oh, Rudy, they've reprinted base set and the variances many times over the years. Of course they have. But what do we have here? The Meow Abracadabra Meow Meow. Like, Pokemon doesn't say, you know what? We're going to reprint the top 3 cards from Sword and Shield. We're going to reprint all the Evolving Skies cards right now in Scarlet Violet. Like, that's the dumb shit that Wizards of the Coast would do. They'd be like, oh, we got to sell our stuff. Let's just destroy our own thing. You're right? Yeah. I know I kind of pick fun at Wizards and Magic and these different things because every company has tried so many things over so many years. And what is this? The Clawdesire? What is this, a giant whale? I mean, it's so insane to see all these companies always try to do these crazy... Oh, another flamingo. Crazy publicity stunts, price increases, variant. It's very... And then you have the absolute GOAT, the greatest of all time GOAT. Okay. And Fortress EX, beautiful looking card. And then you have the Pokemon, the kings. And what do? What does Pokemon do, everybody? They don't give 2 shits. They don't do anything special. They don't change anything. They literally just keep making the same Pokemon pack. The same booster box, the same ETBs, some little booster bundles, some accessories, some big box stuff. God, another Gyarados, jeez. And they continue to do the most basic, consistent, continuous thing for 20, 25 plus years. Another beautiful little magic card there. And Slaking. And the market, it's like they watched everybody else and the mistakes and the things they've done. And it's like Pokemon said, wow, that doesn't seem, oh, beautiful, Raichu. Wow, that doesn't seem to be a smart move. Maybe we shouldn't make a $500 or $1,000 collector box for Pokemon. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Because sure, I'm sure it'll sell and people get angry. But do we need to do that? I mean, can't we just keep doing what we're doing? We're making millions and millions a month. I mean, the profit that Pokemon makes is beyond comprehension. And yet, beautiful snowy mountain there. And beautiful little wormy. Why should they risk? See, that's how I know the people at the top of Pokemon have been doing it for so long. They understand the value of long-term success. Really? Another little woo? Really? And they understand the value of not taking excessive risk or doing excessive damage to their own brand. And right now, the biggest thing people are angry about with Pokemon is because they have... Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Self-portrait of Rudy in middle school. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not the smartest Pokemon person, but I'm pretty sure that is the King Dingaling hit. Boom! Miguel, I'm pretty certain that card is probably worth almost the entire cost of the video. I'm pretty sure this is like a $300-400 card, right? Holy moly's. Okay, well, we got ourselves a magic card, ladies and gentlemen. And see, that's that moment right there. That moment right there. That's why Pokemon is king. Like, even I recognize that card. Even I know. Like, you hit certain cards, and all these little chase cards and cool things, but when you hit certain ones, you know. You use your instinct. I don't know the value of every single one. I'm sure we skipped over some that were probably pretty decent. Oh, hello. I don't know if there's a big Pikachu EX card in this set, but I don't recognize the particular art version, so maybe it's not a crazy hit, but that's really beautiful. Okay. That's like a upside down farting poop Pikachu? I don't know what that is there. But that's why I think that this whole Pokemon thing, you have it big, and you know that they tweaked this thing so good because the only complaints, ladies and gentlemen, is essentially people can't get enough of it. When that is the issue, you made it in the world. That is the thing, man. So, and look at that. Oh, nice little beautiful trainer there. Giacano? Very cool. So, as we wrap up this video, I'm going to give you guys a couple kind of closing final thoughts. Miguel, obviously, well, it was a great box opening. I mean, just the magic card pretty much just seals your fate as a great box opening video. My God. I don't even know if you can even lose money if you even pull a magic card in a video. I don't think you can, big guy. So congratulations on hitting the King Dingling card and probably turning a pretty nice little profit on the video. And as always, folks, I appreciate all the support and kindness as we get all these videos back up and running now. And my final comment to everybody in this whole Pokemon situation. Look, I know it's not what you want to hear, but my attitude is this. The sooner you accept that Pokemon is more expensive, the sooner you're going to probably have a better relationship with Pokemon. And the sooner that you accept that Pokemon should have never been $99 or even $109 for booster boxes. I always felt for the longest time, and if you talk to anyone in the industry for the 10, 20 years like an old man Rudy, they're going to tell you the same thing. Many stores never carried Pokemon long term because there were too many times where Pokemon just didn't sell. And if you try to sell Pokemon for 99 a box, trust me, I was there. I lost tons of patrons and I got treated like shit for years because patrons said, why should I support you, Rudy? And you're trying to sell me boxes at $99, you asshole. I mean, that was part of it. Therefore, thousands and tons of stores and people did not carry the products. They would skip it. They didn't want to deal with just being treated like crap because that's what humans do when they don't agree with certain things or when market conditions are unfavorable. Okay? And, I always felt the same thing that many people felt. There should have never been a time when Pokemon boxes were even around $100 a box. I mean, you would go years. I went probably 5-6 years before the word MSRP was even used in Pokemon because no one gave two flips until the market turns and suddenly everybody comes back with their pitchforks. And, but the people who actually understand this and they take emotion out of the equation and they actually kind of just respect the market, respect what's going on. Don't be angry because it's too expensive or it didn't go up or it was cheap before and now it's not. That's just natural markets. Markets are supposed to be that way. And I think the sooner that people can have a better understanding and a better relationship with Pokemon, the prices and everything. I always felt Pokemon boxes should have been with the 150 range. I felt that was normal. And that's why most people didn't even try to sell them because you couldn't make money. You had to sell them at a loss and this and that and then deal with mean people. And why would you succumb your life selling at a loss and dealing with angry people? That's a terrible life direction, right? Well, and that's how I ended up because I'd buy Pokemon. Nobody would want it. And I ended up getting stuck with it. And of course, that led to me making excessive millions of dollars long term. But it's not because I knew it would go back up, which eventually I knew, I didn't know how long, but just mostly because that was just part of the business. The joke for long-term LGS store owners, ladies and gentlemen, there used to be this thing, okay, in the 90s and 2000s, where if you had an LGS, you essentially kept a couple cases of every product release you ever handle, and that was your LGS retirement plan. That used to be a thing for 20 plus years before the world got crazy, okay? And that was almost like, it was this like unspoken known like 401k in the LGS world. And when we go through these new eras, people forget so much historical information, which is why I always felt my videos were very important to keep a historical record of all these different eras of cards because people forget. People leave, people die, people leave the industry. People don't remember all these things that happen, okay? And I feel it's my job to make sure we keep a historical record of all these things. Like right now, in the world of Magic, all people know is, oh yeah, I remember Boulder's Gate. Oh yeah, that's doing good. It's like $240 for collector box. Oh yeah, the Commander Masters, those are expensive. Oh, the new Eiffel trip has gone down. Like all you remember is certain chunks or the most recent memory or the most recent piece of activity. As in 10, 20 years from now, when Boulder's Gate is super expensive in Magic the Gathering, no one's going to remember and no one's going to be like, oh yeah, Boulder's Gate. That's the thing that bankrupted all the stores and almost wiped out everything in the cruel summer of 2022. Like, these things disappear. And when knowledge is lost and not studied, history repeats, and it's not a healthy, good thing long term. Okay? I'm done rambling here. I want to give my voice a rest, everybody. Thanks again for watching. Patrons, thanks for being very kind people. Yes, we're going into next week. So that means we have Surging Sparks booster bundles coming up for sale. Yes, we've got Journey Together booster boxes, limit probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4. It'll be very low quantity. Yes, we got a very small amount of Journey Together ETBs. Again, I'm going to take, like I always do, if you're looking at getting super below market so you can flip and double your money, well, congratulations, get in line to the people who hate me because I don't give two shits, because you're going to be gone anyways when the market shifts and no one will hear from you again. I'm going to do what I always do in the last 10 years. I'm going to take whatever market pricing is, give you guys a discount, and if you want to have a little bit and enjoy, if you want to keep it, if you want to flip it, I don't really care. But that's what it is, and we'll be having some fun with some Pokemon sales as we continue to experience this new Journey Together launch together in the next 2 weeks. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. As always, spend your time learning, spend your time listening, stay away from the drama. I know it's addicting. You're curious. It gets you excited to click on things when you see, pre-orders getting canceled and stores scamming people, and somebody was doing a whatnot stream and they repack the cards. And yeah, I understand. That's the culture we're in. But remember, that's market noise. That's short-term stuff that doesn't help educate and progress your life. Make sure you make good choices. Spend your time as the most valuable asset in life. You'll have a beautiful day.